So I'm Dr. Brooke Duffy-Roberts, and I'm a counselor here at Interface-Samaritan. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about why counseling can be helpful. More so than, it's always helpful to talk to a friend, it's very helpful to talk to a minister, it's very helpful to talk to family members. It can also be very helpful to go speak with a counselor. And the person I enjoy most who writes on this subject is Paul Elmore. He's done a lot of research on why counseling is as effective as it is. And his first point that he brings up is no matter how disturbing the subject is, the counselor will still always be engaged. And I think this one really hits me because at times in my own life, when I speak to my friends and my family about really the grit and the grace of what goes on in our life, our friends are wonderful, but they don't necessarily know how to stay engaged. And sometimes, even in my role as a friend, it's hard to know when do I bring it up again, how do I talk to this person about this. And so it really hits me to say, you have an individual, a counselor, who is there to be engaged just in the mess of life with you and to stay with you in that place until you feel like you have resolved and gone to a new place. The second thing that he talks about is that a counselor will not judge. And sure, I think as people, we really try to be open-minded to our friends. We really try to be open-minded to our congregation. But the non-judgmental of a counselor, what they bring is that they give you the opportunity to speak about the unspeakable. They kind of give you the opportunity to use this safe space of things that you normally wouldn't talk about or say out loud. And once we say them out loud, we feel freed of them. And when we have no more secrecy in our life, we're able to kind of look at that issue and find resolution. The last thing that he talks about is a counselor has empathy, insight, and acceptance. And what does that mean? Empathy means that you can feel with a person without getting brought into their experience. So the care that we give, the understanding that we give, the empathy that we give is without getting pulled into the emotional situation like a friend would or a family would, like I definitely do with my friends and family. We sometimes let our emotions get the best of us and maybe not give the most sound advice. The insight that they're talking about is strategies. That's our job as a counselor, is to know all of the strategies, and we're helping you align what strategies are in the world of psychology and what fits up with what's going on in your life. So we're always going to leave you with things to do. The last one is acceptance. And by acceptance, we mean the acceptance that the situation is what it is, the acceptance that we can love ourselves unconditionally, and the acceptance that there are steps for changing. So I hope this has been helpful.